The goal of marketing seems simple, right? Get in front of as many eyeballs as possible. But what if that logic is flawed? The data shows a different story. The right context can boost purchase intent by 63%. Ignoring context doesn't just waste money. It actively irritates customers and damages your brand's reputation. And the relentless chase for mass visibility has hidden costs, from slow websites to privacy concerns that push people away. Over the next few minutes, we'll prove why strategic placement demolishes mass visibility, showing how it drives real performance. Messages placed inside relevant environments are interpreted as more credible and timely. Platforms reflect relevance because audiences respond to it. Context reduces friction before evaluation begins. This creates a powerful budget cycle. Showing ads only to interested people cuts wasted spend and multiplies your ROI. This efficiency even has a surprising benefit. Smart targeting reduces data processing, lessening your digital carbon footprint. But all this collapses if the experience breaks. Your ad's promise must perfectly match the landing page or you waste the click. The performance data is clear. But what is the psychological reason context has such a profound impact on customers? The answer is a critical distinction: being watched versus being understood. In a moment, you'll see why this changes everything. Being watched is invasive. It's your past behavior tracked across the web. Being understood is helpful. It's based on your current interest. That feeling of being understood builds a real emotional connection. You become a relevant part of their experience, creating lasting brand equity. When messages feel native to their environment, resistance drops. Attention becomes voluntary, not defensive. Modern systems analyze content and context to improve alignment. Relevance comes from fit, not surveillance. So we have the performance data and the psychology. But how does this context is king idea work in the real world? Influencer marketing is the perfect example. On one side, macro influencers with mass visibility. On the other, micro influencers with strategic placement. The numbers don't lie. Micro influencers get 3 to 6% engagement, double or triple that of macro influencers. Why? Their content is the context. This goes past engagement. It is about trust. Audiences view micro influencers as peers, so their recommendations feel authentic and genuine. This same logic applies to your entire business. A narrow focus lets you create superior, impactful content for a specific audience. The advantages are obvious. But what are the real costs of clinging to the outdated mass visibility model? Let's be blunt about the price of mass visibility. It means expensive data infrastructure and cookie syncing that slows down your website. Remember that watched versus understood feeling? This is the consequence. Privacy laws are a direct response, making data-heavy ads riskier. But the biggest risk isn't financial, it's permanent brand damage. Irrelevant ads make you look spammy and out of touch. Even perfect data can fail with the wrong context. An ad of a luxury car driving through a distressed neighborhood feels jarring and inappropriate. So, we've covered the performance, the psychology, real examples, and the risks. How does this become a unified strategy? Here's the connection. The AI we mentioned earlier solves the psychological problem. It creates understanding by analyzing content, not watching people. That feeling of being understood builds durable brand equity. Trust forms earlier, friction drops, and engagement improves as a consequence. The lesson from micro-influencers isn't about influencers. It's about credibility forming inside the right context, not scale alone. When credibility forms before evaluation, performance follows naturally. Financial results reflect interpretation, not persuasion. After reviewing the data, psychology, and strategy, the conclusion is clear. Mass visibility is increasingly inefficient in credibility-driven markets. Strategic, contextual placement prioritizes efficiency, relevance, and credibility. It aligns presence with how trust actually forms. That 63% boost in purchase intent we opened with isn't luck. It's the result of choosing the right moment over the biggest crowd. So, the choice is yours. Will you keep chasing disconnected eyeballs or start earning focused attention? Because today, context wins. Every time.